What's up guys, MC Spartan here, and today I'm bringing you one of my most favorite things I've ever done for Minecraft, and this is probably like, I'm so proud of this invention that I made. I'm sure it's been done before, but I'm here to show you like how it works, and this was like, I didn't look at anything, and this is just by myself. I did it. I'm so proud. So right now you see this seemingly innocent cliff. But if you stand in this corner and shoot over this away, I missed. Oh no. It's okay. It'll work. Hey, there we go. Look at that. It is my secret room, but it has an extra effect, which would be this. So I can open and close the door whenever I want. It just takes, you flick it up and down once, just put one pulse through, and the door will open and close. Now, to show you how this works, basically what I did was I picked a spot out on a cliff that I can remember, and this will close automatically. I mean, I can go like this, so I put a delay on it, so I can walk out and the door will close. So how it works is, basically I took this corner and I picked a spot out in the distance that I wanted to make consistent. For this I chose the top of this little tree, and then I shot a whole bunch to get like a baseline, and I have this pressure pad set out over here, and almost, well, I mean, as you saw it's screwed up there, but I'd say like 90% of the time, 95% of the time, it hits somewhere on here that activates a pressure plate, which then turns on my amazing system. So the easiest part of this was just getting the door to work, which would be, the easiest part was all I had to do was, find that spot, shoot over there, the door would open, but then I realized once I made it that I had no way of getting out. Like, I mean, I could easily walk out here, but if I want to spend after 1 minute, the item over there disappears and this door will close, would mean I'm stuck in here, and the way to get out would be like breaking these blocks once they come back, and that just seemed very interesting. So what I had to do here was build this ingenious system, which I seriously have no idea how I did it. It took a lot of time. I really put a lot of effort into this one. So how it works is, when the item is on there, you have to hit this twice and the door will close, and hit it twice and the door will open. And any second now, the item should disappear over there. Here, actually, I'll just show you. So once the item disappears, oh, I guess it did while I was over there. Anyway, once the item on there disappears, you only have to hit the switch once. Like, it works like a normal switch. Like, see, it will automatically close. Let me fix that. Oops. So if there isn't an item over there and you're in here, so like you've been in here for a long time and the door closed, you only need to hit this once and it will work like a normal switch. Just remember to, once you're done, hit it and walk out, and that works, and then the door will close. Then to open it again, you just shoot again over here, like that. So now I'm going to show you how I made this. So this part, it took a little bit of time to try to realize how this worked, but because when I first started, I made like a large pressure plate area, like everything was filled in, but I soon realized it didn't work because I'd only be able to have access to the outer ring. Like, if any of the ones in the middle were pushed with the other way, nothing would happen, only the outer ring would work. So then I decided that I just have 4 pressure plates in the middle, and that would work, but then I realized that I could also put some on the outside. So how you do this is, I'll break all of these. I'll just show you this corner. Is what you do is, you have your pressure plates in the middle, And you can see there's some of the wiring in there. Okay. So what you do is you put your pressure plates on one block in the middle. This is, I mean, you put your pressure plates on like an area of 4. You then put 2 pieces of wire on every side. So it'll look like this, and you won't have any of that anymore. You have 2 wire on every side, which is activated as soon as you touch any of the pressure plates. And this also allows you to have the pressure plates along this wall, because as you can see, let me put these. If you step on these, it activates this redstone, and if you step on the outer ones, it also activates this redstone. This redstone then activates the blocks beneath it, which would be these repeaters. And the reason I use repeaters instead of redstone, I could put redstone there, but I'd have to, well, one, I'd have to leave this area open because any block placed here would cut the signal. And with repeaters, I can then, of course I didn't have any in my inventory, but, okay, we don't need torches. With repeaters, going the wrong direction. I can also place blocks on top, which allows me to place these, the pressure plates, which gives me more surface area and more chance that the arrow will hit an area that can activate the redstone. So after you've got that set up on every single side, let me place this one down again. All you have to do is wire the redstone to one central area. So all you have to do is at the back of every repeater, just place the redstone wire and have it run along the outside, right here, along the, actually I don't know why that's going that way, because it's going, that's weird, I didn't know I did that before, but here, I'll just fix it to how I said it was going to work. So all the redstone just goes along the outside, changes day, and it comes over to here. Now, this redstone goes all the way back to my hut over there. I'll break these, actually show you. So this redstone, the only reason I have repeaters here is to extend the signal. If you didn't know that, like redstone, the electricity in them can only be extended like 12 or 13 blocks long. So if I had redstone here, it would only go to like here before it stopped working. And then the signal would stop. So these serve no purpose. They're not, they're just like they have to be there. What the heck is that? Oh, never mind. So I turn the signal right over here. So I'm just heading towards my area. Oops, broke that. And over here is where I get to the first sort of technical part. So it turns the corner, and I'll show you why this dip is here in a couple of seconds, because it's very important. Like, you can see the piston right there. So this part is simple for, ignore this redstone too. That's another second part of this that I'm going to explain. You have to, at some point during this line, switch the redstone signal, because if the pistons are always off, the door is activated by pistons, and if the pistons are off, it means they're pulled in, and there's no, like, the door would be open all the time. So at some point, you just make this little simple contraption, which, let's grab this. You just place a block down, and then place a redstone torch, and it just flips the signal. And then when power is activated to here, it then will turn this off and turn this side off. It just switches it. So from here, the redstone will go down here. That dip doesn't matter. That's just there, because I you know, I was experimenting with this for a while. And I don't know why I have 2 repeaters here, but I do. So all this redstone does is come up here and activate the 2 pistons. So this first strand comes up and just goes straight into the back of this one. The second strand I just have going up the side, going into the side of this piston. These pistons push out the blocks, the dirt blocks that cover the door. So this part's pretty simple. Let me get out of here. Now the complicated part, let me get back inside. I think that was a bit high. And open. I think I broke something. Well, I hit all those blocks. Let's try one more time. Come on. Okay, whatever, we'll fix that later. The more complicated part of this is right here. Now, it took me maybe like 45 minutes to an hour to eventually get this to work. But basically what happens is you have just a switch on a wall. Could be a button too. Button would actually probably work better because you have to send a pulse. Yeah, there we go. See, because there's nothing on the pressure plates down there, the door it just works with one switch. So what you do is you bring the redstone down here. I just have this as a delay so that you can hit the switch and then run out and have the door close behind you. So here's basically how it works. Is you bring the redstone down here. This is just for extending the signal. Again, important. I extended it again, just, you know, to be cautious. So the first strand comes down here and comes to this block, which was the switch, because when activated, I'll just activate it right here. It will, let me put this back. If you have any power added to this, it will switch this one as well, which turns the pistons off, which it's just like a manual override, because when this is activated, the pistons turn off and they come in, so you can go in and out as you please from there. I mean, for only a minute, if you could. I'm gonna explain this as quickly, as easily as I can. Whenever there is a block, whenever one of those pressure plates is pressed down over there, the signal allows these doors to be open and closed. Whenever, if you come outside of the door and that goes off, you can't get back in anyway. If that makes any sense. If it doesn't, you know, put it in the comments and I'll try to explain it a little bit better, because I'm new to this too. So just, you know, copy what I have down here. Because even I can't explain it sometimes. It's extremely confusing. So then the second strand comes over to here, this piston. This piston, when activated, blocks off the signal entirely. So there's no power coming to here at all, and anything on that side, like anything from that pressure plate, doesn't matter anymore. So I actually don't know why I put that there. I know it helps, but again, I sort of did this by fluke. I was messing around trying to get things to work. I could give you an explanation why it worked like 30 seconds ago, or not 30, like 30 minutes ago when I actually made this, but I sort of forgot. Oh, there we go. Put the redstone back. So that cuts off anything from there. So I'll try to explain it the best I can. If anything, and if there's something pressed down there, like if I have my, oh yeah, that's probably why it didn't work when I shot anything over here, because, you know, nothing was set up. Probably should have remembered that. But if anything's pressed down on one of those and the signal's being sent, oh, I remember why. If the signal's being sent over here, having both of these on, like having a signal come here and a signal come here, will keep this on, so you won't be able to, I wasn't able to operate the door. See, this would be closed. I wasn't able to operate the door with that switch if I don't cut off the signal from the other side. The switch in there is just a manual override on the inside so that you can get in and out. You don't have to wait a minute for the door to close. And regardless if the door is open or closed, at the end of the minute when the item disappears, you what was I say? At the end of the minute, regardless, the door will be closed. So even if you have it open at the end of that minute or closed at the end of that minute, the door will close. So now I'm going to just show you quickly, just another demonstration. I hope I explained everything well, and also you can sort of see it works. You can cover everything up extremely easily. The only thing that you can see is these pressure plates. And that doesn't really matter because, I mean, if you're playing on a multiplayer server, well, that's not a very good idea to have a door like this anyway, because no one will be able to figure out like how it's working, but they could be able to find out, like, hey, the pressure plates here work, so they drop something on it and then walk back over there. I highly doubt that would happen because some people just aren't that smart, but it could happen, so be wary. Let's place these down. That one actually won't do anything. There, and there. Right back to the way it was. I'm pretty sure I didn't break any signals. Again, guys, if you want to see more of my content, I'm going to be uploading a lot because I've sort of, I picked up Minecraft again, and I really want to grow my channel. So subscribe if you really like my content. I really worked hard on this piece, and leave a like if you want. See, it doesn't work 100% of the time. Either that or I've broken it during some of this. Oh, there we go. Still works. So, you can hide your stuff in here. Hide a chest, put a whole bunch of diamonds in it. Of course, this will be covered up. And then, remember, you use 2 pulses to close the door, 2 pulses to open it, like that. I mean, you could also use a button. I'll try that really quick. I actually haven't used a button yet to work this, but it should work just the same, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Close, open, and then once the item disappears, it would still be the same. So that's pretty much everything. Thanks for watching, guys. And if you haven't checked out my other videos, as you can see over here, this is from my last video, which was the zombie activated growing system, which was pretty awesome. But leave a like, comment if you enjoyed, and in the comments section, anything that you want me to, if you want, I also do mods, so any mods that you want me to do a tutorial for, like adding them, or even like just a snapshot of them to show what they do, I'd be glad to do that. And just to let you know, this is for Mac only, so I mean, yeah, I'd do the tutorial based on from a Mac's perspective, so it may not work for PC. So thanks for watching my video. Be sure to subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching, and goodbye.